Well, out for the next trip. Just me this time. Well, not just me. Me and my four-legged partner. Dustin's got to work in the morning, and the rest of the kids and Amy are headed up to the Indian Res to go to graduation for a friend of Amy's kids is graduating high school, so they're headed up there to partake in that activity. But I wasn't going to sit at home, be all lonesome and bored. So we're trying out the new rough wear gear. These guys are geniuses. This stuff is all over. Got the good pack, got the leash that like stretches out. She's got her boots too, but we're not wearing those right now. But anyway, out at Hitchcock, got our campsite picked out. Although I think I'm already off the wrong trail. I always bypass that trail. I don't know why that is, but we're gonna get some hiking done and enjoy ourselves. Maybe do a little geocache and have some fun. All right, well, I haven't shown much of the hike because hiking with Appy here this is the first time we've done this together, and it's been kind of interesting, and there's been a learning curve, and her pack, she's adjusting to her pack and everything else. But I wanted to stop right here because I have just come into visual sight of where we're going to be camping for the night, and I wanted to show you what it looks like from the trail beyond. So I don't know if you can hear me, but that's the trail up that we just came up. The interesting thing is I actually found a section of the park that I haven't been to yet. But anyway, I've been on this trail, just not this far. This section of trail, this is the Highlands Trail. Or excuse me, the Westridge Trail. Just not this far down. I stop at the Cottonwood campsite. Well, that up there is called High Point. Right up there on that ridge. That's where we're camping for the night. We are going to get one hell of a sunset. And we may even get one hell of a sunrise. It's going to be a good evening. She was ready for another drink. She chugged at a stream. We crossed a whale back, but a whale. So I'm going to do that thing where I point in front of the camera. So you see, like, pretty much right there. I think, give or take. That's where I was at when I said that's where when I videoed the campsite. So not a ways off, but we kind of came up and around. Like I said, I've been down this part of Westridge Trail, but there's another campsite called Cottonwood. I don't know, quarter of a mile down that trail, but never been this far. So this is going to be awesome. For the record, this isn't supposed to be a lakefront view. This is all still over a month and a half later. Flood water from the Missouri River floods in, early April. And I am probably 5 or 6 miles from the river. And that's still all river flood. Used to be farmland. Will be again someday. I'm gonna set up camp though and get some food. all set up, having some supper. Appy ate her supper. Had the action cam going on the sunset, which was pretty cool. I did take a few still photos of it, but the action cam, I don't know. The screen shuts off, so I don't know if it stops recording or what. May have gotten the sunset, may have not gotten the sunset. It's not like it's the only sunset ever, but it would have been a cool shot. Having some noodles for supper. Appy ate her supper, like I said. She's bugging me, begging me for noodles, but bop her in the nose if she doesn't leave me alone. We're gonna chill out here and relax, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. Man, I'll tell you what, for some reason I'm having a heck of a time getting to sleep. I was asleep for a little while, about an hour, and Appalachia rolled over, or I don't know what she did, woke me up, and man, I just haven't been able to crash back out ever since. I've been laying here for like an hour, fiddling on my phone and what have you. Hopefully sleep comes soon. Well, good morning. Sorry I didn't check in. We got up, watched the sunrise, broke camp, had some breakfast, and checked out a couple of little geocaches already. I don't know if this geocaching thing is necessarily for me. I don't know if my phone has the battery capacity to hike, listen to podcasts or ebook or audiobooks and track my trail miles and still track a geocache. I'm not sure that's quite within my phone's capabilities, but I guess we'll give it a shot. Got the solar panel actually out and charging today so that we can, well, test it out for one. That's the first time I've actually used it on a trail. And I don't know, maybe you can see it back there. Appy, wait. Back there on the pack. Man, this is, that's about 7:30. Been up for a while. So we got up and watched the sunrise about 6. What a view. What a view. It's going to be a great day. We're going to get some hiking done, and then we'll head back to town. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Roughwear, they've got their gear on lock. This leash I bought that basically tethers Appy to me is pretty darn nice. I can work a phone, I can work trekking poles. I don't have to worry about holding the lead. We've got it pretty well mapped out where we know where we need to be from each other, and occasionally we have to give a little command. I mean, she's only a year old. But we're doing pretty good. And that's really bad lighting. Sorry. She's not real thrilled about this one-track trail because she likes to be next to me, not behind me. But she's having fun, I think. She has had a little bit of, well, I guess I'm not sure how to describe it. We've gone by a couple of trail runners, and one of them, I don't know, she like lost it on this girl. I don't know, scared the bejeebers out of her. But the rest of them, she just kind of looked at. I don't know if that girl just gave her a bad vibe or what, but it was kind of funny. Other than the fact that it wasn't funny. Anyway. good day. About 7 miles in, 6.5, 7, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm gonna try and get a couple more in. It's about 11-ish, 10:45 maybe. Sitting up here at the top of Angel's Dead End. I'm gonna go back down that way and kind of backtrack over a little bit of what we've already done last night. It's, like I said, it's been a good day. Temperature's warmed up. Thought I lost my buff when I took off my hoodie, but I apparently put it in my pocket and didn't realize that, so that was good. Of course, we did backtrack probably a half a mile to try and find the spot that I took everything off, but you live and you learn, right? Check your pockets before you turn around and go all the way back, I guess. Coming towards the end of our adventure. We're a little over 8 miles. We really haven't backtracked too terribly much. Maybe what we're over 8 is probably what our backtrack is, as far as trails that we were on last night or crossing over this morning. So for the most part, we got 8 new miles. Well, you know what? Let's call it 775 because of that backtrack to look for the buff that was in my pocket the whole time. But heading back to the van. This is about the extent of Appalachia's endurance. Well, I guess that's not fair to say. I don't know if it's the extent of her endurance. She still seems to be ready to go more. She hasn't like stopped and sat down or anything like that. We've never gone further than this though, so I guess there's always got to be a first time. It's been a really nice day. We have had some good moments, and we've had some rough training moments. I think I mentioned before, it seems like she has to run with every trail runner she goes by, which generally results in a trail runner trying to hurdle a 75-pound mastador mix, which is comical unless it's your dog that's the one that they think is attacking them. Although that's not her intention, she just wants to play. She is only a year old, and I'm still working on socializing. I know, she's a year, why isn't she socialized? Well, yeah, mind your own business. But we've had some good moments too. Some moments where she's managed to actually focus and walk by and behave herself more or less. So that's what we build on. Gear's worked great. She hasn't had any problems with it. I haven't had any problems with my gear, other than a few things that I'll discuss later. But we're going to enjoy the rest of this, and we'll see when we get back to the van. back at the lodge. It was about just under 9 miles today, 2.5 last night. I climbed the fire tower, but I didn't video it. I've been up and down it so many times that anybody that has seen any of my Facebook or Instagram or anything like that has seen the top of the tower. I'm, however, down to my last bottle of water, which was filtered lake water. Man, I hope my Sawyer was good, because you should have seen how disgusting and brown this water was in my dirty bag. Tastes fine, so more power to Sawyer on that one. Hopefully I don't get giardia from one overnight backpacking adventure. But I'm going to go in here and check out the lodge and use the facilities, and then head back to the van where Appalachia's waiting patiently, impatiently, I'm not sure, and head for home.